I continue to experience problems with my fabric pots. Yesterday I saw some issues with this murahishi tree back in here. I had it in a 3-gallon fabric pot, and when I removed the fabric pot, this seemed like it was clogged or a lot of mildew. You see that white fungus was inside. All the organic matter was deteriorating, obviously was not draining well. I took it out and put it in a plastic pot, a little bit bigger, and see how it is going to be doing. This is an important tree to me, murahichi, that I need to have ready in the winter. It is now 1st of October in Miami, Florida, and I need to take budwood from here to topwork trees in my grove. So now I have this Catalina tree that was grafted in February 2nd of this year, 2012. Look at how poor it is doing. It is also in a fabric pot. You will see from what I'm showing you now on screen, the mildew that's growing, mold that's growing. So I am not sure what the problem is in some of these fabric pots, but I keep experiencing issues and problems with them. The root ball, it's loose. As you can see, I'm moving gives me an indication that we have a problem here. There is not enough roots in here. So we're going to open it up to see what we find. I'm going to take this fabric pot and I'm going to transplant on a 3-gallon plastic pot to see how it does. This plastic pot has been coated, as you could see, with some red paint, that it is an anti-root circling compound. It is incredible because this should have been doing better. You can see the joint, the scionwood with the rootstock has a perfect union here. So I suspect strongly that the problem might be in the root system. We now are going to cut the fabric pot to make an inspection of what's happening here. I don't see a lot of roots here. This thing, from February to now, should have been full of roots. It's a little worm there, but not enough. Seed is there. I've taken almost half the pot and nothing. So at this point, I'm just going to remove these things. We keep checking. Hardly any roots. Some dead roots are beginning to show. Nothing. It's just a bad case of, see, it's stuck at the bottom, typical of these fabric pots. Stuck here, and there's a lot of black dead roots at the bottom of the pot. It's got it. Hardly any roots here. There's one healthy root here. Not a hell of a lot. So, I mean, makes me wonder about these fabric pots. See, the tap root here seems like to have been, is dead but did not split. This is a pathetic looking root system with a lot of dead roots. A lot of dead roots. So we're just going to put it in here with new soil. I think I'm just going to prune it here a bit. I'm going to try to see if this taproot is alive. So. This is the bottom of the fabric pot. As you could see, a lot of roots circling here, but they're all dead. So apparently everything was fine until we got into a rainy season here and massive root rot took over this whole pot. I'm not sure I know what the deal is here. Maybe it was a mistake on my part of my choice of soils for this fabric pot on a rainy season. It's a lot of dead roots inside the pot, so at some point it was a very thriving plant with a good root system, but as we got into a rainy season, it began to deteriorate. Uh, I'm not sure if lifting these from the ground would be sufficient. I have some that I have lifted off the ground. Hopefully they work a little bit better. But on the other hand, I'm really going to test this new material that you coat the pots with. And I think for the time being, I'm going back to 100% plastic pots. Besides the issue with the fabric pots that I have been experiencing, which have not been very favorable, one thing to learn from this experience is that whenever you see problems with graft, failures or slow moving plants, usually the root of the problem will be in the roots. Never graft both wood in a weak looking rootstock. I usually pull them out of the plastic pot, make sure they have a nice healthy root system, then I put them back and I use them for grafting. Many times I have gotten wood from friends. They are very valuable, very rare in my area, and I have lost them because of poor rootstocks.